For generations, the lake has been a source of entertainment, enjoyment, and relaxation for people across the state of Indiana and beyond. Regardless of age, interests, or economic situation, the wide appeal of lake living has cultivated a family-centric atmosphere enjoyed by millions today.
People are drawn to the water by their love of nature and people that like to be around water. They may like to swim, they may like to sail, all sorts of water activities. They like nature, and it's extended by the fact that many people like to enjoy it with their families.
The lake has always been a big part of my life. I've always lived here. Even going to school, every morning before you get in the car to go to school, you'd look at the lake and you'd either see the lake warming up in the spring or cooling down in the fall or frozen in the winter. And so it was always something that kind of drew you to itself. You're always kind of checking to see what the lake looked like.
The Andersons have had family on Lake Wawasee, the largest natural lake in Indiana, since the late 1800s. While many cultural changes have occurred over the last half-century, they've observed that the fundamental joys of lake living have remained constant. On Lake Wawasee, time slows down, stress dissipates, and family comes back to the forefront.
We just find that so many families, talk about the fun that they've had here because of these experiences that, they weren't pre-setting them. We're not going to the zoo on Tuesday to see an orangutan, but we'll ski and we'll boat and we'll swim and we'll, eat on the deck or whatever.
There's also something about living on water that's very calming and peaceful. Looking out your window at that great expanse of water, it's just eases all tensions.
It's been fun to see the kids that I grew up water skiing with and just hanging out with at the sandbar. And now they've gone off. They're from Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, some of the popular big cities that come up here. And they've gone off and started their families. And now it's fun to see them coming back for their summers with their kids, which are now our customers' grandchildren. So it's just, again, it's the multi-generational. So that's been fun to see.
While work, school, activities, and other responsibilities often make it difficult to keep family as a priority, spending time at the lake can create a vacuum where people of all ages are able to recharge and unwind for generations to come. After growing up on the lake, the Andersons opted to continue this tradition in the late 1970s with the purchase of Wawasee Boat Company.
We knew we wanted to live here, but how are we going to earn a living here?
Right.
And so that was a bit of a dilemma. And Doug was doing financial consulting west of Chicago at the time. But one afternoon, we were in here, pulled up at the gas dock, and a dock attendant said, "Mr. Bishop's going to sell this place." And I looked at Doug, and Doug looked at me, and on the way out the channel, I thought I looked at him again. I could see these little dollar signs rolling around in his eyes, and I said, "Okay, let's talk."
With one of the largest marinas in the state of Indiana, including extensive facilities and a large inventory, Wawasee Boat Company has channeled their enthusiasm for the lake into a thriving business. By serving the boating community with a focus on the need of each individual customer, the company is able to accommodate a wide range of water vessel-related activities.
We're just a phone call away. Depending on the needs, we'll drop what we're doing and we'll send somebody over there and get them taken care of right away. And that's our goal, is to keep the people on the lake as long as we can.
So we just all get to know our customers, and I think that's part of what our customers see. They trust in us because every year after year, they're not seeing a new face, they're seeing the same people. And that's always our goal, whatever we can do to take care of our customers.
Because we enjoy the family life and came here largely because of it, we relate to these families. And one of our big things is we tell them, if you've got a special occasion, you've got a birthday, you've got a party, call us ahead of time. We will go down. We will check the boat over. We will gas it up and everything, and we won't charge you extra. That's just part of the service.
Lake Wawasee is an ideal destination for lakegoers in the immediate area and nationwide. Almost entirely spring-fed with clean, clear water, the lake is perfect for swimming, boating, skiing, kayaking, and for much more. And while summer weekends on the lake continue to be the busiest time of year, Wawasee Boat Company has continued to close operations on Sundays to honor the Sabbath. Yet another example of fantastic family values.
We know that there are people who can't get here till a Sunday. So give us a call sometime during the week. We'd be happy to go wherever your home is. It doesn't have to be on this lake. There are other lakes in this area. We'll start your boat. We'll make sure it's gassed up to make you then not feel that, because we're closed on Sunday, that you're not important to us.
Doug really respects people's time at the lake. If a good customer would come to him with a boat broken down and said, my family's here this weekend and I don't have a boat, typically he would loan him his boat, or even take a boat out of the showroom and put it in so they could use it for the weekend. And they don't charge for that. That's just part of what they do for their customers.
It's not uncommon that only part of the family. We just had a call the other day. I had an email from a customer that my niece is at the lake and the wave runner won't start. And an hour later, I shot him an email that said our guy was on the lake. He stopped by. It was just a simple. She just didn't know how to, start it. Didn't know how to turn the fuel gas on. Got it going. Explained to her so she'd know. And then an hour later, he got an email back that said she's out enjoying the wave runner, and he's in Indianapolis.
Andy will say at the end of the day, especially a busy Saturday, well, did we make everybody happy today? And that's our goal. We want to solve their problems. We want to make sure their boats are running, they're running right.
They're trying to make sure that you have as good a time on the lake as you can, and this is part of the experience.
We welcome your calls and emails to further discuss lake living and its benefits for the family.